Hello, all you weirdos. Jim here to review Amazing Spider-Man number 29, written by Zeb Wells with art by Ed McGuinness. I'm going to start with the recap page. Dr. Octopus is sporting a new set of arms. Made up of individual Octoid robots, this upgrade is in every way superior to his old arms. Confident in his work, Doc Ock took them on an ultimate test drive and assault on Oscorp. There, he handily took out both the Gold Goblin and Spider-Man. With the world at his tentacle tips, what nefarious deeds could Doc Ock have in store? Well, we'll find out in a moment.
You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.
Now, while everyone in the Marvel Universe seems to be off paying their respects for Kamala Khan, Zeb Wells continues to move his Doc Ock story forward. And while I saw some people questioning the timing of this, and it does feel a bit off, Zeb Wells was never able to establish any real emotions or real reasons for Kamala to ever be in this book, so I'm kind of okay with that. And while I was confused at first with the transition from the last issue to this one, I have to say this is one of Zeb Wells' better issues, to a point. I don't think it's going to win over fans who have hated this run so far or make those that stop reading to return. But for those still reading, like myself, it was nice to have an issue that I didn't hate. I know those are baby steps, but they're still steps. The issue bounces back and forth between Doc Ock and a captured Norman Osborn and Peter Parker, J. Jonah Jameson, and Ock's old tentacles. Overall, fans of Superior Spider-Man should enjoy what's going on here, but even if that wasn't your thing, seeing Doc Ock continue to struggle with his lost memories is an intriguing story and opens up a bunch of possibilities going forward, especially how it intersects with Norman's current state of affairs. Now, my main problem with the issue, though, is that Zeb Wells just can't help himself and keeps inserting his lame attempts of humor at what seems to be the worst possible times. I know this is Amazing Spider-Man with its quips and jokes, but there's a time and place for everything, and I keep getting the idea that Zeb Wells is definitely that guy who cracks jokes at funerals and wants to believe everybody loves him because of it. Seriously, nobody loves you for doing that. They think you're an asshole. Still, there is some real tension here as Doc Ock explains that while he was searching for his lost memories, all he keeps finding is the pain and suffering that Norman, as Green Goblin, caused him. And when he suddenly blurts out that he's angry because he wasn't allowed to change for the better, it was actually one of my favorite moments in this book in a long, long time. The stuff with Peter and J. Jonah is a bit more forced, as Peter bonds with the old tentacles and is surprised with how easy it all is, as if he's actually done it before. But I do like what is going on here. Now, I'm sure some people get excited at the reappearance of Wreck Rap, who, as the editor's note points out, is mainly here to remind us of Wreck Rap. But that and the couple of jokes and one-liners from Wells really throws the pacing and mood off every time they pop up. All this leads to is a pretty kick-ass cliffhanger that will put Norman to the ultimate test and can truly say that for the first time in a very long time, I'm looking forward to the next issue of Amazing Spider-Man, not because I want to see how much worse it can get, but because it finally looks like things might actually get a little better. I know that people will probably make fun of me because of my hopes and dreams here, but I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to just hope and pray that this is the beginning of a better run coming up. I liked Ed McGuinness's art throughout the issue. I won't dock him points because he wanted to draw Wreck Rap, and I am interested to see what Zeb Wells has planned here, and it actually feels good to like an issue enough. And with all that, I'm going to maybe shock the world. I'm going to give Amazing Spider-Man number 29 a 7 out of 10, and I'd love to hear what everybody else thought of this issue. And if you haven't been reading, what would it take to come back? What would it take? I'm sure some people just say, well, I want Zeb Wells off the book, and that's fine. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, all of that sort of thing. But really, the most important thing is to let me know what you thought so we can talk about Amazing Spider-Man number 29, Zeb Wells run, Spider-Man, whatever you want. Love, life, and loss we can talk about in the comments below. But thanks, everybody, and I will talk to you all later.
You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.